Welcome back to the Morning Brew with Larry Aarons, and I'm Erin, your co-host. And it has been a great show so far. It's been moving right along very fast this morning, and we have some more great guests, which we'll introduce in just a second. And it's Food Day, which I'm excited about, and we're talking about beer. Your local IQ correspondent is Justin De La Rosa. And it's time to check your local IQ.
Yep. Thanks for having me on again, as always, guys. This is the local IQ that's still out on stands, with Anthony Bourdain on the cover.
Yeah.
You can read my column First Bite, which runs on page 8 in this issue. And, our new issue is coming out, I guess, at the end of tomorrow or on Thursday morning. It should be everywhere for you. So,
hey. It's Beer Week.
Exactly.
All right.
That's in the upcoming issues, talking about Albuquerque Beer Week. It's this kind of new thing that they're doing, especially with the popularity of microbreweries and all that's going on. And there's just different things all week long with local breweries, and they're also bringing in breweries from San Diego and Portland and all over Colorado for special beer tastings and limited edition runs of local beers.
So is this event being held someplace, or is it just all over?
It's at all different breweries. Marble's kind of kicking it off. They're having a Beer 101 class where they're going to go over 10 classic styles of beers and give you a little bit of education about it and kind of educate your palate.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like we're always talking about beer in the morning. I don't know what's wrong.
That's okay.
I guess I had the wrong take on the morning brew.
It looks like coffee in there.
It can mean more than one thing, It's good. This is a nice shot of the Zia logo on some beer glasses. Justin, beer is almost like wine. People have very strong preferences.
Absolutely.
They like what they like. They order what they like. They steer clear of other brews that they don't like.
Absolutely.
They're just like wine lovers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can have everything from a light Pilsner all the way up to a real hoppy IPA, and then you get into your barley wines and other real specific beers that people tend to have a preference for. The IPA seems to be, over the past, I don't know, I'd say like 3 or 4 years, been just
We've talked about
popular.
the microbrew scene here, and we're really breaking onto the map as a microbrew hotspot, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a number of breweries from Albuquerque that have gotten gold medals, silver medals at the Great American Beer Festival in Colorado, which is, that's a huge honor and, national prestige.
It's the Super Bowl of beer.
It pretty much is, yeah, absolutely. Or the Beer Olympics, I guess you would say.
Or the Beer Olympics, whatever.
Since we're getting medals.
Let's introduce our guest who's on the couch with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Nelle Bauer, and she's part of the Jennifer James 101 restaurant, and she's also a local IQ correspondent for us. Runs a column, and in this recent issue of Local IQ talks about my favorite dish that is very dear to my heart.
I had no idea.
Absolutely.
No idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Nelle, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the couch here on the
Thanks.
Morning
This
Brew.
is kind of exciting.
Yeah,
absolutely,
good.
absolutely.
Well, I know you work at the other end of the day. To be
I
here
do.
early is a big deal. Thank you for getting up and joining us.
I'm happy to be here. It's exciting.
Well, what's going on at Jennifer James?
Well, our big news, we turned 5 yesterday.
Hey!
Oh, congratulations.
So we've been around for 5 years.
Awesome.
And we actually just signed on for another 5
Yay.
in our location.
Good.
So actually we went out last night to celebrate, and that was probably not a wise choice before what I was doing this morning. But that's our big, exciting, not intended to correspond with Beer Week, but look at that. We did it properly.
Nice.
So.
Fantastic.
So tell us a little bit about Jennifer James. First of all, where is it located, and what can we expect? What kind of food?
Okay. We are at 4615 Manal, so between San Mateo and Washington on the north side, in a very nondescript brown stucco strip mall, like all good restaurants.
Yes.
Lots of parking. But we don't consider ourselves fine dining. We're casual. I wear elastic waist pants most every day.
Good.
Right? You have to. We encourage that. But our menu is set up to encourage dining as opposed to just coming in to eat a meal. So we kind of have it segmented. We have kind of finger foods. We have sort of salady, soupy things, and we have things that would kind of be entree-ish. And you can just kind of order as you wish and nosh your way through our menu and be there for your company, and we can be your backdrop.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Jennifer James 101 has always been known for their small plates.
Yes, Jennifer was the person. Jennifer
Yes,
James. There actually is one.
Yes.
She had Grays on Central, where Nob Hill now is.
Yeah. Has that carried over to 101?
When we first opened, we really eschewed the whole small plates concept because it had taken off huge, and everyone had a tapas menu, and everyone had a small plates menu, and we really didn't want to go back there.
I see.
And we kind of have, because that's how we like to eat. We kind of graze our way through the day in the fridge, so we figure everyone else wants to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad concept.
No, it's great, because you get to try a lot of everything. You can eat almost the whole menu with 2 people and not be super full.
Eat the whole menu.
That's the way to do it.
Now you're talking.
So.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What's something you would recommend for someone who's never tried it?
Well, we are super known for our deviled eggs. And actually right now we are doing a chipotle deviled egg using the Lusty Monk Burn in Hell mustard, which is a killer local mustard made here in Albuquerque.
It's an amazing mustard.
Knocks your socks off kind of deviled egg. Yeah. So that would be a great starter. And we also do a chickpea fry, and we make them like a hard polenta. So chickpea flour is stirred into milk, and then we set it and cut them into fry shapes and deep fry them with 2 homemade sauces. And those are kind of a fun, something you wouldn't expect to ever put in your mouth, but also super tasty.
We have a photo image of some mussels.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Let's talk some mussels here.
Let's talk mussels.
How do you like to serve your mussels?
We stick to simple at the restaurant, hence the 101. So our favorite preparation is white wine and some basic aromatics, carrots, celery, leeks, little garlic, some butter. We usually don't leave out butter.
What's nice in Albuquerque, we can get this kind of food.
We can.
And
here.
we can have it fresh and
absolutely
and enjoy it just as if we were by the ocean.
Exactly. We have a lot of great purveyors that bring in an amazing amount of good seafood, fresh meats. And yes, we are totally blessed.
If you had to describe the style or the cooking philosophy at Jennifer James 101, what would that be?
I would call it keep it simple. We are basic, hence the 101. That's really where that name comes from. And it's our take on basic food and basic fundamental cooking. We're rooted in traditional French technique, if you want to call it that. But there's not a lot going on our plates. But what is there is bold and interesting, and we don't foam anything. We're not molecularizing, or however you say that word. There's not a lot of powders. We try to start with the best produce and meat and fish we can get and do very little to it. And that's it.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
And the columns, you write a column. What do you write about?
So my column is key ingredient, and it is ingredient driven. So it's something that you might see in the grocery store and just sort of pass over because you're not really sure what that thing is. And I pick that thing out and tell you what it is, where it comes from, how it grows, what to do with it once you put it in your basket.
So where do you get that inspiration from?
Actually, I have a lot of conversations in line at the grocery store with people.
Really?
Because they will see what I have in my basket and they'll say, what is that? Is that a potato? And I will get to tell them that, no, this is not a potato. No, this is not a white carrot. Or because I buy things in really big quantities sometimes for the restaurant, so people are fascinated by the amount of couscous I have in my bag, for example. So I get to talk about that in the column, and I talk in the column just like I talk. It's basic, and I try to keep it really simple because you don't have to do a lot if you just know what you're working with. And so I try to educate people on that. So most of them come from my staff asking me questions about things we're cooking, people I meet in the grocery store, and people who say, hey, have you ever thought about writing? And I go, mussels, you got it. So
it sounds like such a personable place and a really friendly.
We try.
Yeah.
We try not to bite, but yes. It's an open restaurant, completely open. There are no
Open
doors.
kitchen.
Open kitchen. So
Fantastic.
so yes, you can see everything we're doing, and we can see everything you're.
You talk to
you're
the
doing.
patrons and.
We do.
Yeah.
They come in, they give us hugs. We've been pinched on the butt. People come through the kitchen to go to the restroom. I mean, it's a very.
I love
It's like
that.
eating in our home, and that's what we want. We like feeding people.
Fantastic. So you're located again on Manal.
On Manal, 4615, north side between San Mateo and Washington.
Walk-in or reservations? What do you think?
I would highly recommend reservations because everyone wants to eat between 6 and 7:30 p.m.
That's
But
Albuquerque.
we also like a warning. Give us a call and say you're on your way, and we'll make a table for you.
Thanks for bringing Nellie down, Justin.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
Thank you, Nellie.
Thanks, you both.
Nellie
Thank you,
Bauer
Aaron.
with Jennifer James 101. Back in a moment, tell you what's happening at Popejoy Hall right after this.